Jackson had seen many wonders since humanity first breached the stars, but nothing quite like the woman standing before him in the quarantine chamber. Lisa, though that wasn't her real name, just the one she'd chosen from Earth's databases, was beautiful in a way that defied terrestrial logic. Her skin shimmered with bioluminescent patterns that pulsed in rhythm with her twin hearts, and her eyes held depths that seemed to contain entire nebulae. "You shouldn't be here," she said, her voice carrying harmonics that human vocal cords could never produce. The universal translator struggled to convey the layers of meaning embedded in her native tongue. Jackson pressed his hand against the transparent barrier separating them. "The Galactic Council said you're dying, that your species' biology is incompatible with every atmosphere we've tested." "Not dying," Lisa corrected, a sad smile crossing her ethereal features. "Transforming. My people don't die the way yours do. We become something else, something dangerous to those we've bonded with." She moved closer to the barrier, her luminescence casting azure shadows across Jackson's face. "Why did you volunteer to be my liaison, Jackson Chen? You've read the reports. You know what happens to humans who get too close to my kind." He had read the reports. 3 researchers, dead within hours of extended exposure. Their cells had been rewritten at the molecular level, transformed into something that was neither human nor Zelnari. The autopsy reports were classified, but Jackson had security clearance. He'd seen the images, bodies crystallized into beautiful, terrible statues that still screamed silently at the microscopic level. "Because someone needs to try understanding," Jackson replied. "Because every species the Council has encountered follows predictable patterns, but your people, you're something new, something that scares them." Lisa's patterns flared bright, then dimmed to almost nothing. "Fear is wisdom. My kind were never meant to interact with species like yours. We evolved on a world where consciousness itself was a shared ocean. To be near us, to truly see us, is to invite transformation, and transformation without preparation is death. Then prepare me." She laughed, a sound like crystal chimes in a solar wind. "You can't be prepared, Jackson. It's not a matter of training or inoculation. When a Zelnari reaches the emergence, we become conduits for pure creative force. Everything we touch becomes more. Too much more for most beings to handle." Jackson pulled out a data pad, showing her the news from Earth. Colonies failing, ships lost to the void. Humanity's expansion grinding to a halt because they'd hit a wall, a biological ceiling that their genetics wouldn't let them pass. "We're dying too, just slower. We need to evolve, Lisa. The radiation belts beyond Sector 7 are impassable for baseline humans. The resources we need to survive are on the other side." "So, you want to use me as a catalyst?" Her voice carried no judgment, only understanding. "You want to be transformed." "I want to save my species. If that means becoming something else, then that's the price." Lisa was silent for a long moment, her patterns swirling in complex fractals. Finally, she spoke. "The barrier will drop if I will it. But you need to understand, if you kiss me, you will die human. The Jackson Chen who walks into this chamber will not be the one who walks out. Everything you are will be unmade and reformed. Your memories, your loves, your fears, all of it will be processed through a lens that human neurology was never designed to handle." Jackson stood, meeting her impossible eyes. "I know. Your family will mourn you. I know. The Council will likely execute us both as a contamination risk. I know." "Then why?" Lisa pressed her hand against the barrier opposite his. Even through the energy field, he could feel the warmth of her, the potential coiled within her transforming cells. Jackson smiled. The same reckless smile that had gotten him through the academy, through first contact protocols, through every impossible situation humanity had thrown at him. Because someone has to go first. That's what we do. We're humans. We see the impossible, And we reach for it anyway. We kiss the stars knowing they'll burn us. We love what could kill us. We die so others can live better. He entered his command code. The barrier flickered. Last chance, Jackson Chen of Earth. I'm not taking it. The barrier fell. Lisa stepped forward, and Jackson saw the transformation rippling across her skin, patterns of light that contained information, evolution, futures, and pasts, all compressed into a single moment of contact. She was becoming something beyond category, beyond safe comprehension. She cupped his face in her hands, and he felt his cells already beginning to sing with alien frequencies. "You're insane," she whispered. "I'm human," he replied. "Same thing." Their lips met, and Jackson died. But in dying, he became something new, something that could breathe radiation and think in quantum states, something that remembered being human with perfect clarity while existing in a state that transcended humanity entirely. The pain was exquisite and infinite, and lasted no time at all. When the Council's security team breached the chamber 3 minutes later, they found two figures standing hand in hand, wreathed in light. The woman's transformation was complete. The man was no longer entirely a man. "Subjects are alive and stable," the team leader reported, her voice shaking. "Vital signs are impossible, but they're conscious and responsive." Jackson, or the thing that had been Jackson, looked at the security team and smiled with human warmth despite his transformed state. "Tell Command we're ready for Phase 2. Tell them humanity just took its next evolutionary step." He squeezed Lisa's hand. "Tell them we kissed the future and we survived. Because that's what humans did. They survived. They adapted. They loved the universe so recklessly that the universe had no choice but to love them back, even when it killed them first.